Have you ever wondered how Jesus would just wake up and know exactly what he needed to do? There was a time when the disciples came to him. He had just healed a lot of people and they're like, yo, we have more people to heal. And he all of a sudden he's like, nope, we must go to the other towns. Where did he get that from? He had woken up a great while to figure out, God, what are we doing today? And God had given him clear instructions. And he's like, yes, I have my marching orders. This is what I'm supposed to do. Life will become clearer if we just make this subtle adjustment where you repurpose your evenings instead of destroying them. Yeah, people say, oh, I can't wake up early because you haven't settled your mind in the evening. There are people who would stay up and watch TV till 2 a.m. and you're waking up in the morning. There's not enough energy for you to do the work. And so Solomon notices a bunch of young men. And I feel like they may have reminded him about his son, who was also a young man at this point. So maybe he's using this story because he wants to connect with his son Rehoboam. He's like, I saw some young men similar to your age one day when I was looking from the window of my house through the lattice. He then says, I perceived among the youths. So among all the foolish people he was seeing, he perceived one. One of them broke the pattern. It's like you're seeing a lot of people talking, but all of a sudden one person begins to stand out. He said, I perceived among the youths a young man devoid of understanding. This word devoid of understanding means that he was unaware of where he was, the danger around him. You know, when I was reading this, the Holy Spirit gave me a lot of stories. He reminded me of a lot of things I had done in the past. I'm going to be sharing them to help unlock these verses we're about to read. When I was still in the world, when I was in university, a lot of people don't know this. I was what you call a pickup artist. It's not a term that is used today, but back in the day, these were guys who I went to study how to pick up women. Old life, that's not who I am right now. That was like donkey years ago. But as a pickup artist, one of the things that we were encouraged to do was to stand out. There was something called peacocking. You know, the peacock is a beautiful animal. It stands out, beautiful tail. And so we use that concept to help stand out. I used to be a professional pickup. I used to teach people how to do it. So there was something called peacocking, and that concept was that we had to dress up in such a way that we would stand out from the crowd. We would wear ridiculous things. At that time, I would wear bright red shoes. There was a time when I started to paint my nails black, like some ridiculous things, man. I would wear a scarf. I would wear huge glasses, just as a way to stand out and look cool. Now that I'm thinking about it, I probably look like a clown. Like, I don't know what I was thinking. It worked, but so there was a time I met a girl and she told me to come see her in London. I'd never been to this part of London before. I never heard it. Like the train station she gave me, I'd never heard about it, never seen it. And so I got dressed like a peacock, painted my nails black, wore my bright red shoes. I used to wear jeans and a white belt, and I'll wear a scarf, and I'll wear like some crazy crazy glasses or whatever. And so I remember coming out of this station, and I've been dressing like this all over London. You know, people will look at you, okay, weird. But for some reason, when I got to this station, the way people looked at me was different. It looked like they wanted to beat me. It felt like the look was just like, let me give you some sense, man. Like, why you dressed like this? Like, why? Like what happened to you? You know, there were some mean mugging looks. I could tell these people want to beat the nuisance from my mind. And so at that point, when I began feeling uncomfortable, in fact, I was like, in that state of mind, you sort of block out everybody. I don't care if you're looking at me different. Like, I have a goal. So at that point, one of my friends calls me. It's like, oh, dude, where are you? I'm like, man, I just got out from this. I can't remember the station. I just got out of the station. It's like, bro, what are you doing in Brixton? I was like, huh? This is Brixton? You guys, if you know Brixton, you would understand why my hands immediately went into my pocket. And I was looking for a way to toss the red shoes, and I was looking for a store that I could go and just quickly change. Why are you in Brixton? And Brixton was a place in London that had a bad reputation for violence, like gangs, drugs. He's like, in my mind, I'm like, oh, I'm in the wrong part of town. Now I see why people are looking at me the way they are looking at me. I immediately put my hands in my pocket, man. But a similar situation happened to this man. Because it says a young man devoid of understanding. I was a young man devoid of understanding. I had no idea where I was going. This man was going to Brixton and he did not know. Solomon said, I perceived among them, like, what is wrong? Like, why are you going there? A man devoid of understanding, passing along the street near her corner. You see that he doesn't even mention, he just says near her corner. Like, everybody knows whose corner this is. And he took the path to her house. Solomon is like, whoa, dude, if only you knew. This is not where you should be going. He was going into the red light district unaware and unprepared. And it says in the twilight, in the evening, when You should have been indoors on the straight and narrow, have a routine in the black and dark night. And there, a woman met him with the attire of a harlot and a crafty heart. He didn't say she was a harlot. He says she was with the attire of a harlot. And I think I remember a comedian did something similar to this, because there are a lot of people who come up with this argument that I can dress how I like, but you don't have the right to judge me based on how I'm dressing. Who has heard that? That the fact that I dress like this doesn't mean that I am this way. And then the comedian, I think it was Dave Chappelle who said this. It's like, if I'm on an aeroplane and someone needs medical attention and I have doctor beside my name, or I'm wearing a doctor's outfit and someone rushes to me and be like, man, we need a doctor. We need you to come help this person. He says, imagine if they said, oh, just because I'm dressed like a doctor doesn't mean that I'm a doctor. You are sending the wrong signals. And so there are people who dress like unbelievers, but expect you to treat them like believers. There's something my mom usually says: you dress how you want to be addressed. If you are dressed like a harlot, people will treat you like a harlot. If you are dressed decently, people will treat you decently. Your package says a lot about you. All that, don't judge a book by its cover. It is idealistic, not realistic. There's a reason why brands spend time ensuring that the package, think of a perfume. The perfume is what you are buying. Why are they making the package of the perfume just as beautiful as what you are going to spray on yourself? Because you can't smell the perfume from the box, but the package gives you that opening to say, you know what, I want the content. It is why I believe you can't just dress anyhow. You can't just look anyhow. Esther was beautiful. The package, the container, is what allowed the king to see the content. So if you say, just accept me the way I am, this is how I look, present yourself in the best way possible. Nobody is unattractive. Present yourself. This young man, because he was so devoid of understanding and he did not even know where he was, the appearance of this woman would have caught him off guard. Like it says, and there a woman met him. The story that the Holy Spirit gave me here was the first time I had an experience with pornography. It caught me by surprise. It caught me unawares. And it's interesting, it happened at night. I went to a video store close to my house to go pick up movies. I wanted to watch regular movies. And when I got there, the attendant pulls me to the side and shows me a stash of pornographic movies. And it caught me by surprise. I was like, whoa. Look at what verse 10b says. What he showed me had the attire of a harlot. He also had a crafty heart. You see, the appearance looks good, but what is inside is bad. He doesn't have good news for you. And when he showed me, a new realm of understanding was unlocked. The pictures on the CD looked enticing, but I didn't see the crafty heart behind the package, behind the attire. And based on that encounter, I was held captive for over 10 years. This young man doesn't realize what is about to happen to him because he was at the wrong place at the wrong time. Verse 11 says she was loud and rebellious. We're getting sorry because I'm going to show you how this immoral woman was able to lure this young man to his death. She was loud and rebellious. The fact that I say she was loud means that she wanted to draw attention to herself. The fact that she's rebellious means that she's prideful, because pride is at the root of rebellion. She's self-centered, only thinks about herself. We later find out that she was married. Didn't care that she had made a vow to be faithful to one man. She didn't care. She was rebellious. I'm going to do what I want to do. She doesn't follow the rules. Verse 11b says her feet would not stay at home, which means that, there are people that you know that they are always outside. Every event, they are there. Every outing, they are there. Her feet would not stay at home. It's like her home was her kryptonite, which means that she was also experienced. When you spend a lot of time outside, you gain a lot of experience. It says at times she was outside, at times in the open square, looking at every corner. Verse 13 says, so she caught him and kissed him. As in what sort of, remember, she's rebellious. She doesn't follow the rules. How do you just see a young man and you decide to kiss him? No consent. I can imagine when she saw him, seeing him walking, she recognizes that he's a young man. In her mind, she's like, this one is fresh blood, easy target. I'm not even going to have to work too hard to get this one. She already knows that she has it. And so she catches him and kisses him. And then it says with an impudent face, she said to him. That word impudent means with a straight face. It's like she kissed him, then all of a sudden looked very serious, like she was about to say something very serious to him. Verse 14 says, I have peace offerings with me. Why did she say this? She get mine, like for real. Now, like she was so confident because she already gauged the guy. Like this guy is gone. You come into my environment unprepared. You don't even know where you are. Oh man, you're finished. Why did she say I have peace offerings with me? Today I have paid my vows. Remember when we were studying when Solomon gave 1,000 burnt offerings? We saw there that burnt offerings were offerings that were given and were completely burnt. So if you gave an ox, nobody could partake of that offering. It was completely burnt, dedicated to God. Peace offerings were different. With peace offerings, they would burn some, but also give you some to take home and to celebrate. And because when people would bring offerings, they usually brought the best parts of the animal. They usually bought the most pristine. So when she says, I have peace offerings with me, she's indirectly telling him, I have food. That's going to be important. Remember that. I have food to give you. If we go home, you're going to eat good food. She's also saying, today I have paid my vows. So it means that this woman was also religious. She was doing things that if you looked at her from the outside, you'd be like, yeah, this woman is, she goes to church. Her hands are lifted up when we're praising God. She may even be crying during worship. I mean, she offered peace offerings and she had paid her vows. She was like the fig tree that Jesus cursed because she had the appearance of righteousness without the fruit of righteousness. She's trying to convince him that I'm a good woman. She knew exactly what to say to trap him. Even though her words were saying one thing, her actions were saying the complete opposite. Today, I've paid my vows, which means I've made peace with God today. We are covered for today. It's like she was trying to communicate some urgency that, this thing, we only have today to do it. Let's be quick. Today, I've paid my vows. We are covered for today. She now says, because of that, so I came out to meet you. Me? She's making him feel special. Like, I came out to meet you. She didn't just say I came out to meet any, I came out to meet you to diligently seek your face. And I have found you. It's like, I've been looking for you. This guy will be like, how do you know me? Remember, she's dressed like a harlot, like this. As a young man, that kind of appearance would appeal to your flesh. And then this woman, she's been looking for me. Whoa, making him feel special. Like she had been preparing just for him. When in reality, anybody could have come. Sorry to say, it's kind of like dealing with prostitutes as well. It's like they make you feel like you're the only one. That's how the immoral woman acts. She's an actor. It's like when people go to the strip club and the ladies there are making you feel like you are the only one in the world. They just want your money. People say, the church is hypocritical. The strip club is also hypocritical. Do you think they like you? You will spend all your money there thinking, man, that girl really liked me, man. She was acting just to get the money out of your pocket. She now says in verse 16, I've spread my bed with tapestry, which means I have good linen, colored coverings of Egyptian linen. I have perfumed my bed with myrrh, aloes, and cinnamon. Come, let us take our fill of love until morning. Let us delight ourselves with love. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this clip and you'd like to watch the entire Bible study session, make sure you click this link here. And if you've been blessed by this channel in any way you feel led to support, please consider clicking the link below. And for any amount you give, you get a free Bible study masterclass where I teach you how to unlock the 3 dimensions of the word. Literally, I'm going to be teaching you how to study the Bible in 3D. If you also feel led to support us on a monthly basis, consider becoming a member of the YouTube channel where you get some exclusive perks as well, like becoming a part of our monthly book club. Thanks again for watching and God bless you. See you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.